I'm finally ready to tell the second part to this story. So here it is. So like I said, I went into the hallway after like a couple of minutes of this guy coming back for the second time to jiggle on my door handle. And while I was speaking with the neighbor on the other side of me, like the second door down on the other side of the hallway, um, this guy was still at the other end of the hallway, the guy who was jiggling my door handle. I strongly have a feeling that he knew it was a woman living in my apartment. And this is why I have a hard time trusting the guy that I ended up speaking with, the guy, my neighbor. Um, he said that he knew the guy. And to this, up to like, he never said anything to the guy, even though I was yelling at the guy while I was talking to him in the hallway. He never once said anything to the guy. So the guy's just standing there while we were just looking at him. We're both just looking at him, and he's just still standing there like he doesn't. He's not scared, and he has nothing to worry about. And then he even ended up saying that, this is my neighbor again, saying we talked for a while. We ended up talking maybe like a couple of hours or so. Um, And we usually talk whenever I bump into him. I don't bump into him very often, but when I do, we usually end up talking for like at least a couple of hours or so because he's one talkative person, and usually it's kind of hard to even have a conversation with him. But um, just to be polite, I usually just kind of, to be honest, I do like we seem to have some things in common, so I kind of enjoy trying to have a conversation with him, but most of the time it's him talking. And even when I want to go, like he just keeps talking. So that's kind of annoying to me. But anyway, like I said, he even said to me that he doesn't care about my tears. He doesn't care about what the guy did and this and that. So it's like I'm thinking in my mind. So it's like I give you the time of day, like sometimes a few hours out of my day, and you couldn't care less about me. So I don't think it's even worth trying to even talk to you again as somebody I'm trying to invest some sort of trust in, you know? um, so, like I said, that's why I feel like he probably set this up because I've never seen that guy in my life before. And he even ended up telling me that this guy lived on our floor. I've never seen this guy before, ever. But I have a feeling he was lying about that as well. Um, so like I said, we ended up talking for a while, and the guy was um, in the hallway for at the other end of the hall for a good few minutes. He even went to jiggling another lady's um, door handle. He like I don't understand how you can pass everybody else's door and come down to mine, and then yet again went to another lady's door. Not another man's door, another lady's door, jiggling her handle while we're watching you. I'm watching him, the guy is watching him. And again, this guy never said anything. I'm the one yelling at him, telling, get away from her door, leave her alone, get the F out of here. Like, I literally even went back into my apartment and got my hammer. I have a hammer by the door. So at this point, I was ready to just bash his head in, you know. But the guy told me to put my hammer back in the apartment, and I did it right away. Um, After that, I guess he realized I was really serious. I think maybe like after a minute or probably more than that, he left. He finally walked away, and I haven't seen him after. Like he didn't come back at least for that day anyway. And it's been what, like a couple of weeks now, that I haven't heard anybody jiggle at my door. And even the usual noise in the hallway, like at odd hours of the night, I don't hear it as much. It still happens kind of, but it's not as bad, but yeah, I'm grateful for that. But like I said, I I will tell more stories of me defending men as well as women, but again, this is not for this video, but like I was ready to bash his head in when he was banging on this, well, jiggling this other lady's door handle as well. It was just frustrating to me because it's like he obviously knows, and like I said, if I've never seen him before, so there's no way he could have known it was me in that apartment. And I usually look behind me when I'm about to go before I'm about to go open my door when I'm walking in. And so this guy probably told him who lives in what apartments and stuff like that, because he's been the guy that I was speaking with, he's been here for a while. And after, I don't know, like after everything kind of calmed down, I was still frustrated and I was still kind of emotional, but I wasn't as um I wasn't tearing up as much. The neighbor right beside me came out, like, and he said he just came up because he was wondering what was going on. And that guy was the guy, the jiggler was already gone long before him. He came out. And yeah, I honestly wish that I had went to his door instead of the first guy that I started talking to, because I feel like if anything, I have a little bit more trust in him than I do with the other one. And but for some reason, I thought, because we had more things in common, I thought maybe I could, before that incident anyway, I thought maybe I could trust him a little bit more, but clearly I can't. So yeah, the other guy came out and we were chatting for a while, and he told me if anything like this ever happened again, like I can come to him. I could even, because we're so close to each other, I can even come out and bang on the balcony. So, like, to get his attention so that he can come out in the hallway and stuff like that. And so I really appreciate him for that. It's nice to have some kind of, well, somebody willing to look out anywhere. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I just couldn't believe this guy had the nerve to stay on the floor for that long. Um, because he obviously wasn't scared. But I guess after, like, he realized just how serious I was when I went to get my hammer. Um, and we have cameras on the floor, so if management did do something, which I did end up calling them after, after I calmed down, but I still got emotional while I was telling them what went on. I told them I want something done, and I don't know if they actually did something, but um, yeah, I called and spoke with them so they know about that. And the fact that they have cameras, you would think it would be easier to get a hold of this person and, you know, take care of the incident. Um, like I said, it's been a couple of weeks now and I haven't, no one has been jiggling on my door. And the noise is not as bad in the hallway, at least not on my floor anyway, as it was prior to that. Um, I just hope I don't have to experience something like that again. I really do, because it's scary. And like I said, I don't want to be brought out of my element. I'm not that kind of person. I don't bother people. I allow people to have their peace, and I just want people to allow me to have my peace. I want people who care about me around me. I want people with good energy around me, but it's like I am very particular about who I allow close to me. And Sometimes I won't always be 100% with the people I try to put a little trust in, but um, once I realize that they can't be trusted, then I will back off. That's just me. Um, so here it is. You got the whole story. I did roar. I was so furious that I was like literally yelling really loudly. you know, um, I'm sure everybody on the floor heard. Maybe even other people on other floors as well heard me. But I feel like sometimes when you're quiet, that's what they want. Sometimes you have to roar. Sometimes you have to say something. Sometimes you have to lift your voice because that's usually the only way that someone will stop, doing the thing that they're doing that disturbs you. So um, I'm glad I finally found my roar. But again, I hope I don't have to do it very often because I don't like that feeling. I don't like to be brought out of my character, you know. But again, if I have to, I will, but I don't want to. That's just the way I feel about it. So yeah, and there you have the second half of the story about my roaring and everything else. I think that's it. I don't think I forgot anything else. But yeah, I just couldn't believe he actually had the nerve to go and jiggle another woman's door handle. I'm like, hell no. You know. Anyways, hope you all have a good week ahead of you. Thanks for the support and thanks for watching. Please, if you're not already subscribed, please do. I would appreciate it.